Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're new to it or you haven't already, thumbs up and subscribe, all about blues harmonica. And today I'm looking at walking in the park. I'm going to give it as a coaching lesson, and you've heard me play that at the start. Now there's lots of different ways to play this. There's no definitive way to play it, and that's kind of the most important thing. And you can use this tune as a tag, what we call a tag in jazz anyway, but this is blues, on the front or at the back of a tune, or you can give a little call to a pickup band to create structure by, you know, saying, and you can give them the figure, and if they're of a reasonable level they should be able to pick up on it and accent that with you through the basic changes. But of course the object of the exercise is that it's a really useful piece of kit. I'll give you the notes now, and I'll just give you on a loose framework, okay? And I'll mention the reason for that when I've done it. So, and as I say, lots of different ways. You know, just because one artist does it one way, it doesn't mean to say that's the way that it should be done. It's all about creativity and all about yourself developing and evolving on the way. So, this first bit, that's 2 draw. And then I go to 1 draw, and then I go to 2 draw all the way down. So just hear that figure on your ear and emulate this. Then 2 draw again, 1 draw again, 2 draw all the way down. And see, I just a little roll back. You don't have to do that little roll back there. You don't have to do it. You can do it. You can do it like as notation. There's no set rule, okay? It's just the way that you would prefer it done. Okay, we're not trying to emulate people in that sense. Okay, and then we're going to move after 4 measures. We're going to move to a little bit of a link here. 3 draw half step bend, 3 draw 4 blow. So I'm going from 2 draw there. Hear it? That's just a little link to get you into the next chord. Don't have to do that, of course, but it's a nice little link. So you're now on 4 blow, and you're going to go to, I'll use 3 blow and then to 3 draw half step bend rather than the 2 draw there. It just makes sense. Most of the time you use 2 draw for everything, but in this case 3 blow is more convenient. And again, that little phrase can be played around with. It can be jockeyed around and doing how you want to do it. Then back to the original measure. And the next measure, there's your 4 draw to 4 blow. Okay. Or then 4 blow. That's your 3 draw half step bend. And back to your original phrase. And you might want to just do a little turn back onto your root note there, or do something different, because of course it's at that point, as it drops back, that it actually changes the feel. So you've got a slight, you've got this rhythm. Then of course it goes into, in this case, like a swing feel or a different sort of feel to it, which gives it the effect. And that's the clever thing about the tune. So it's not tricky. It's just, and a nice little vehicle for you to learn and to expand from. Now, as I mentioned at the start, there's no definitive rule of how to go about this, and it's very important that when you emulate me or you emulate the great artist Muddy Waters and his band, that you take the basic structure framework, okay, and then you mold it, and these little idiosyncrasies will come from you. Don't try and start nailing down idiosyncrasies simply because they did that, because that is their freedom of expression, that is their personal expression, which you have to find your own. Yes, steal as much as you can, but don't emulate them for the sake of it. You must get into your way of producing it, and that's why a basic lesson like this, I'm not spoon feeding, I'm not throwing every single thing out there. It's for you, because the reason is you won't learn anything. You'll learn how to emulate, but you won't learn to be creative. And the more you practice taking basic structures and then going away and working on your own, the more that you will go up the musician levels, and quite drastically actually, because you're putting yourself into that situation. The problem is nowadays with immediacy and all the rest of it, everybody wants something on a plate. But of course, it's not kind of the way that you're going to get creative and come up with your own way of doing things. You'll end up as just somebody that sounds like this or sounds like that, which is really not the object of the exercise. Okay, so there's a loose framework for you to get stuck into. Have some fun with it. Listen to obviously the recordings of Muddy and Muddy Waters and all the great artists that have done it, some past and present. Thumbs up and subscribe. You can get me for Skype lessons on Harpo the Healer Wix. And as always, I'll catch you on the rebound.